been crazy. I mean, we came yesterday to get a look at the field, walked around a little bit, and it was just insane. I mean, I remember coming here when I was a kid, but nothing like this. This is something really special that not a lot of people get to do, so I'm excited to be here.
What have Chase and Bear and Josh and some of the guys told you about actually being here, being a player and experiencing all of it and staying focused and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, they're just like, it's just another game. That's all it is. I mean, of course, it's at a higher level and for the national championship, but it's really just another game. So we just got to focus on doing our thing and then and go compete.
How much do you anticipate your role being maybe even more versatile than what it's already been this year while you guys are here?
Yeah, I don't really know what my role is going to be this week. So whatever Coach Johnson asked me to do, I'm going to do. If it's to start or come in the middle of the game or close, I'll be ready for it. So I'm just excited to be here, honestly. I mean, so whatever he tells me to do, I'm going to do.
You got 2 weeks off because you didn't pitch at the SEC tournament, right? And then you get another 2 weeks off basically here. How does that help you?
I mean, it helps me recover. I mean, I'm still throwing bullpens and putting my arm under some stress just to keep it in shape, but not throwing in competitive at-bats. It really helps my body recover and get back to 100% faster.
The last time you did that, you went for 5 2/3, right, against Little Rock?
Yeah, I think it was 5 2/3 or 6 innings, something like that.
So it really just helps you when you take the mound next. If you need to extend. It just kind of open up your role a little bit and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't play much, but I heard Derek is.
How much does having this guy and Cade help y'all at a setting like this where you need to start pitching?
A lot. I mean, they could go. We've seen them both go 9 innings this year, so they can go however long they need to, as long as they have command of their pitches. So having them is, I think we're one of the best teams because of them and because of what they've done for us this year.
What do you remember about Arkansas?
I mean, they're a good team. They're a great team. So we're just going to have to go out there and compete and make our pitches, and then hopefully we'll pull away with the win and be in the winner's bracket.
When you surprised the part of being in Omaha so
far? I mean, just how big the stadium really is. It's huge. I mean, we play at Alex Buck's pretty much every game, and then when you come here, you're like, holy cow. So.
When you throw bullpens, is there a pitch count to that? Is there a certain velocity? Do you want to sort of cap your velocity during those, or I guess it's how do you normally work a bullpen?
It's kind of just how I feel on that day. So since I didn't throw this past weekend, I had a bullpen yesterday, and it was probably 90-95% intent. Now my velocity in a bullpen and in game is completely different because I don't have the crowd behind me, no adrenaline, none of that. So just really working on pitches, working on pitch shape, and commanding the zone.
When in a bullpen, do you know that okay, I'm feeling good, I feel like I'm ready, if we're playing a game tomorrow or 2 days from now, I'll be good to go?
I usually start to slow it down when I start to get tired and feel my body get fatigued. So probably around 20-25 pitches. Because there's really no breaks. I just try to get it done. So that's when I usually just stop and be like, all right, I'm good and ready to roll for this weekend.
Being able to recover week by week and be able to do that on this platform, especially as a freshman, I think about if I was a freshman trying to do that, it would be really tough. So he's obviously very talented, very great, works hard, and he'll be a great player in the future.
And just keeping up that mental stamina, right, where this 1 week he's not pitching and the next week he's throwing over 100. I guess you're getting more rest, but at the same time you got to sort of get, when you're a runner, you're going to keep up those runner lungs, right? So am I wrong by saying that?
No, I get what you're saying for sure. I think he does a really good job of keeping himself prepared week in and week out. Puts in great work at practice as far as bullpens and weightlifting and everything like that. I think he's in great shape, and it'll only help him going forward.
Is this your first time here?
This is my first time here.
What's your first impression of this?
It's great. I keep looking at the Ferris wheel over there. Might have to get on it a little bit later. I'm just kidding, but it's really great. The best place, or the best way I could, describe it is baseball Disneyland. That's what people were telling me before, and now that I'm here, I understand it for sure.
much of an X factor could Casan Evans be for the pitching staff? Like, you know, whether you win or lose a game and you're having to potentially play like the next day or 2 days, like just like the schedule kind of bounces around a little bit. So having a guy that's filled so many different roles, how much of an X factor could he be?
Yeah, he's a really warming presence to our bullpen. Obviously, being able to rely on him for a certain amount of pitches and innings, it helps all of us. Just helps the workload for every pitcher. And I think it's, like I said earlier, it's going to help him going forward and into the roles that he's working for as a pitcher.
When he's doing what he does at his peak, like what does that look like from in here?
I mean, it looks like a senior pitching in college. You wouldn't be able to tell if he's a freshman by the way he's moving. Tempo is great. Most importantly, just him being himself though on the mound, just in full control, and hitters are just really in between pitches.
Do you play other sports growing up?
Yeah, I played football.
Safety, right?
Yes, sir.
How good were you?
I was pretty good. I mean, I was skinny. I wish I was this size when I was playing. But yeah, I love playing football. I wanted to get recruited playing football out of middle school and high school until I started pitching. Then I realized I was pretty good at it. Just kept going, and now I'm here.
Interesting. So you don't miss like laying a guy out?
Sometimes. I mean, I'd rather just watch it on TV now with my feet kicked up.
Well, Chris, I want to start with the matchup on Saturday night. A very familiar opponent for you guys. Does familiarity help at all, or does it hinder, or what's your thoughts?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a great matchup, great team over there, and playing them in the regular season definitely helps because we've seen their arms, and they've seen us as well. So it'll be a competitive game. I think playing the SEC opponent's always fun because we're definitely familiar with them, so that helps a lot.
You and I were just talking about just the matchup itself and what it's going to do to this building. Like, when you think about that, I mean, does your adrenaline start rushing and what it's going to be like on here Saturday night?
Yeah, it does. This will be the craziest game I've ever played in personally, and a lot of my boys as well. So we're looking forward to it, and the opportunity more than anything. This is awesome.
How do you not allow just that adrenaline to overtake you? How do you just sort of stay within yourself?
Yeah, everyone's different from me. I have my routine and I have my ways to prepare because ultimately, it's still baseball at the end of the day, even though it is a big stage and it's very exciting. So just, keeping the main thing and realizing it comes down to just playing and executing.